Boatworks Today is a viewer-supported show. To learn more on how you can get involved and watch extended ad-free versions of these videos, please visit our website, boatworkstoday.com, and click on the top of the heading where it says Support This Show. Thank you. What is going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. My name is Andy with Boatworks Today, and in this video, we're going to be cutting a part of the stringer out to fix a problem that was kind of gnawing on me that I've talked about in past videos. So, let's get started. So now, just as a quick recap, the whole reason I'm cutting this section of the stringer out is because of that little bulge right at the bottom there. Now, why this is there, I really have no idea. It was put in there, that's the way that it was done originally from the factory. So now that I've, looking back at this after the fact, the way that they constructed this stringer is basically they formed this over a mold or over some sort of a form. But then they pull this stringer off of the form and then they lower it down and then glass it in and kind of tab it to the hull. Well, for whatever reason, whoever was doing the tabbing this day, again, like I had mentioned before, I think it was probably 5 o'clock Friday night, and they just kind of cut some corners and they just got sloppy with the glass, creating that large bulge. Now, the reason that's a problem for me is because I want to eventually, when I finish this off, I want to be able to have this inside of this well as kind of like a nice finished locker. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to close in all 4 sides of this space. And with that large bump coming out, it didn't work because the one wall would end up coming down and having to jot back out at a big giant slant. And well, the OCD in me just would cringe every single time I had to look at that. So we're going to cut it out and replace it. So with that section of 5 o'clock Friday awesomeness cut out, well, now I got to rebuild it. And the first step in that is I need to create some kind of a backer for laying my glass against. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to be using a single layer of 1708, and I'm going to be wetting that out using the Total Boat 2-to-1 epoxy. Well, I hope this works. I'm pessimistically optimistic, if that makes any sense. So if you haven't gathered already, what I'm trying to do is basically I want to use this as a bit of a backer on the inside of that stringer that we cut out. Just to make things a little bit easier, I'm going to go ahead and give this surface a sanding nail, because regardless of where it gets mounted, if it's going to be on the interior or the exterior of the stringer, it's still going to need to be sanded so that additional layers of glass can be laid up on top of this. And since this is kind of stuck down to the board right now, I'm thinking this is probably going to be the easiest way to get this sanded without it getting all squirrely on me. So, is it actually going to release from this plastic? This is the first time I've tried laying glass on top of this plastic here, so it didn't wrinkle, so that's a good sign. Oh yeah, no problem. Sweet, I'll have to remember that for next time. All right. Well, let me get some of these edges cleaned up around here. Basically, it's just the excess epoxy. And let me get it cleaned up. We'll see how it fits. So I never did sand the back side of this, where the backer piece is going to be bonding onto. So let me grab some paper, get that scuffed and cleaned, and then we'll get some epoxy mixed up and keep our fingers crossed. So now, something that I like to do when I'm working on an area that I hopefully is going to be closed up forever is I like to leave little notes. Really, the only reason for somebody to see this sticker again is, well, if it's something really, really bad happened in a boat, which hopefully isn't going to happen, but just in case, I'm going to have a little fun with this. So for a little bit of reference, I'm going to be building this area back up again using 1708. Now, the section that I cut out, the thickness of that section was about 1/4 inch. So I want to obviously replace it with that same thickness or possibly even a little bit more. So for doing that, I'm going to be doing 5 layers of 1708. Now, just again for reference, each single layer of 1708, again, that's hand laid, meaning that it's not put under vacuum and really compressed. But each hand laid layer of 1708 is about 1/16 of an inch thick. And for all you metric people, that's about 1 millimeter, I think. But first things first, we got to get everything cleaned and prepped and as well ready to go. Basically what I'm looking to do here, at least for the first 2 layers, because there is a little bit of a lip between where the backer is and where it starts to come up on the sides here, as well as the top. So I'm going to be laying in 2 layers of 1708 that's basically the same size as the cutout, just to kind of build up that lip a little bit. And then the 3rd, 4th, and 5th layer then will then be extending out to here, as well as tabbing down alongside the bottom. So overall, I think this came out really, really well. In total, I put down 5 layers kind of over the whole area, and then 2 additional layers. Did I do 2? No, I'm sorry, just 1 additional layer right along the bottom as tabbing, kind of tying this new construction part in with the actual hull. So let me zoom in a little bit so you can get a better look at how it looks. All right, so here they are, all the layers down, and overall, the layup looks really, really good. I don't see any air bubbles, nothing. I mean, it just looks nice, tight, solid. Now, looking at it from the top, one of the main reasons I did this in the first place was because there was such a large bulge right in through here. It just kind of jotted out, all 2 or 3 inches, which would have made it, almost impossible for trying to get, a nice, even skirt all the way around here for when I actually come, get ready to start finishing this entire well out. But looking at it now, I think I'll be able to come straight down without any issues. So now, if I remember correctly, I think it actually jotted out as far as all the way out to here. So I mean, this wall came down and actually landed right down here. Well, the edge of the tabbing is almost as far out as where that wall came. So I shaved a lot of, a lot of sloppy work out of this. So overall, I gotta say I'm pretty happy with this. Yep. One more thing crossed off the list. Now on to the next one. And with this part done, I think this is gonna be a good stopping point, at least for this week. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you on board. Questions, comments, you can leave those down below, and I'll do my best to get back with you. And as always, thank you for your time, and thanks for watching. So maybe just as a quick little add on here, I'm still waiting, or I'm still trying to decide what materials I want to use for building out this cockpit. So next week, I'm actually thinking about doing a roll and tip painting, kind of demonstration. So if you like that idea, again, let me know it down in the comments, or if I should just switch gears and try to go on to something completely else, something completely different. So anyways, as of right now, that's kind of the tentative plan. So, but again, would love to hear your thoughts. So I'll see you then. Take care.
This has been a Boatworks Today production.